All right. So I see that I'm live. If any one of you can just let me know that I'm live, please just say that in the chat. Today we'll be taking a look at how to create that complete Amazon price tracker. Okay. So let's take a look at how they actually work. Let's try to create something like that. If you want to, first of all, install the dependencies, you can just go to command prompt cmd and just say python or pip install bs4. Okay, just say pip install bs4. It will install beautiful soup 4 for you. Then again, just say pip install requests. Okay, this is the request module that we need. After that, I don't think we need to have anything else installed. We have made some amount of progress, as you can see here. Let me just give you a quick introduction to what web scraping is. It is a process in which we try to get a particular data from a website and we store it and we use it for our own purposes. Okay, so now in this case, we'll be building our Amazon price tracker. What it does basically is that it gives us direction that, okay, we want to make sure that, let's say we go to like Amazon and we want to find a laptop that we want to buy, right? Let's say it is this laptop right here, this laptop. Currently the price is 25,990. Let's say my budget is only 24,000. I want to make sure that when the price drops to 24,000, that I can get notified for that. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, so how can you accomplish something like that? So first of all, what you can do is that you can take a look at how this complete website functions. What are the classes? What are the IDs? How do they really work? All of these things you can take a look at, and after that you can start using it properly. Okay, so I'll give you a quick example. You can just click on this inspect element part, and this would show you what is the complete code of this website. How is this website actually built? And once you have understood that, you can see what sort of content do you want to take, right? So let's say I want to get all of this images that I have here. So I can just click over here and I can get the complete image. Okay, I can get this particular image here. Let's search, let's see what we have over here. So we can also just get all of these images by taking a look at the class that they have. The class here is a spacing mini, right? It says a spacing mini. So I can use this and I can get this the link to this particular image, right? So that's what you can do here. There are just so many things that you can start creating once you know how to use this. It's really powerful. Let's say you want to extract all of the reviews from this place and you want to display it somewhere else. This one doesn't have any reviews. Let's take a look at a program that does have some reviews, or at like a laptop that has some reviews. So let's say, good evening, Sneha. Let's say you want to take a look at some laptop, for example, this laptop, right? So this one is at 31,000. Let me just close this. Go down. You can also extract all of the reviews that are available here. Okay, so these reviews, you can just get them as well by just inspect, and just see what is the class that they have. Okay, so that this is really important. As you can see, this one has a ID of customer review R2, whatever that is written, right? So you can target that particular ID and you can extract all of the data that is available here. Okay, and yeah, that's how this would basically work. Helpful text and whatever that is available. So you can just search for this. You can use this, and once you have found out that class or that ID, you can then start to extract it. How can you do that? We'll be taking a look at that itself. So first of all, what I'll do is that I'll take this complete link that I have of this product. I'll copy it and I'll put it into my settings.json. JSON is basically a file type in which I'm storing some sort of an information. Okay. Store save, and now I have put it my budget as 40,000. If the budget is more, it would just ring a bell. May I know what are you discussing here? Yeah, basically we are trying to understand how to extract data from a website. Okay, so what that means is that, let's say you want to create a very simple tracker. I want to track the price of a laptop I want to buy. It is too expensive right now and I'm just waiting for it to get cheaper, basically. So for that, I will create a very simple Amazon tracker. Okay, let's say the product is listed on Amazon. I can just take that information, the price and the name, and I can display it using this Python script that we are playing. We no longer need to open the website every single time we want to check its price. And in fact, you can do something even better. You can create an emailing service. Whenever the price goes below your budget, it would send an email to you, to your inbox. For that, you can just search for SMTP server. You just search for SMTP Python. You will see something, SMTP lib, sending emails using SMTP. Click on the documentation that you have on the Python website. Start just reading through it and understand how this thing basically works. From SMTP, import this with SMTP domain.org as smtp.noob. Okay, just take a look at how this thing works. I won't do this in this particular session, but I want you to create this email client and send an email to yourself whenever the price drops below your budget. Okay, very simple. Let's go ahead and see what other things do we have. You can do this with any website you want, right? So you can do this with Flipkart as well. Let's go to Flipkart and see how it works. Again, I'll just search the same thing. I'll just search for laptop, and let's say we want to take a look at this laptop, right? So what we can do is that we can again just go to inspect, and we can just click on this. We can see that this has a class of B space NUCI, right? So we can just call it out using this particular class, and then the price is actually this class underscore 30 JEQ3, whatever that means. We can just search it and you can get these two information. Okay, so yeah, that is what is basically happening here. Let's see how can we create this particular script. So let me just close this part. We are only focusing on Amazon for now. So I'll just close this as well. But yeah, let's just quickly see what is the class assigned to this and what is the class assigned to this. Okay, so let me just click on inspect. Let's click over here. It says product title. Okay, the ID that is provided to this is called as product title, and the ID that is provided to this is called as price block R price. Okay, price block R price. So what you can do now is very simple. You can just put in the title. Let me go back to main.py, and here I'll again go to here. I'll just say product title. Okay, so product title, let me just put that here, product title, save, and price block R price. That is the class that we have, R, or the ID that we have, R price. And then what I can do is going to be very simple. It's just going to be about checking it. Okay, so now we will just check if the price is less than then what your price is, right? So let's take a look at what is your price. You get this price available here, right? This is your budget, and then you take a look at the checking price and then you assign this to yourself. Okay, now inside of this function itself, we can just say if product price is greater than is actually less than my price, I want to do this. Okay, I want to first of all have like a ring. I want wait a minute, do I have pygame here? Okay, I don't have pygame. What it does is that whenever the price goes below the budget, it has this ding sound. Okay, so whenever you do have something that is under your budget, it will have this sound effect. Okay, let's try to create this. So for creating this out, what you need to do is that you just need to say print, and we can just say you can now buy this. Okay, you can now buy this. Then we can just say that else you want to print that's okay. We need to go with double quotes here. We'll just say that too expensive. Okay, that is too expensive. All right, so you can just put this out there, and after that we can just say while true. Okay, so while true, I want to continuously check for the price. Okay, so I'll continuously be checking the price, and after that I will basically, yeah, that should be pretty much it. So in this case, what will happen is that I will keep checking for the price until I have that particular time rate. So I have this timer here. I can also just say time dot sleep. Okay, time dot sleep settings, and we can just take a look at the remind time that we have. We have remind time here, right? So we can just use this. We can say remind time, and what I'll do here is that I will just say remind time. That is pretty much it. Let's try to see what is next. So this means that for 3.6 seconds it will just try to check for it, and if it doesn't work, then it will just report that okay, this doesn't work, right? So yeah, that is pretty much it. That's how this program is supposed to function. Again, let me just walk you through how this works. We have something called as a request module or library, you can call it. What this does is that it basically gets the data. Okay, it loads the file for you. You can just see we have request.get, and we have the URL, and we have this header. Okay, so basically it takes this complete page and then it scrapes all the code that we have. Okay, so it gets all of the information from this particular page and it saves it onto a particular file. Okay, and after that, what it does is that it is just going to use Beautiful Soup. Okay, we'll be using Beautiful Soup to pick out a few things. Okay, so first of all, we'll just say that we want to convert it into page.content. Okay, we want to get the content part of it. We don't want to get the code and all that. We only want the page.content. Then we say html.parser. Okay, so after that we will just say product title, and that is going to be equal to soup.find. We are finding all of the content that has an ID of product title. On that page, only one will have the ID as product title, and then we say get the text of it. Okay, so I just don't want the code, I want the text out of it. Then I say product price, and then I equate that to be equal to soup.find the ID which is associated with that particular price tag, and then we'll just say get text again, and then we can just say that the name of the product is this. And after that we can say the price is this. Then we can say that, wait a minute, okay, I'm basically saying I'm just checking if the product price is less than my price, then I can just say that okay, yes, you can buy this now, or I can just say else, that is just too expensive. Okay, and then it will just continue to check for this again for me. Let's do this. Let's try to run this. It says All right, basically the way this works, I hope you understand. We take in the particular code of the complete website, then we search for the code or for the content that is associated with a particular ID or a class. We take all of that content and we just use it to check for a particular logic that we have implemented. In this case, it is our budget. You can create a lot of other things with it as well. All right, so that is what you can do with this. Again, there are a lot of things that you can implement. You can make like a GUI in which you can just say that, okay, paste your link over here in like a dialog box. Then you can press on enter. Then it would actually use that. It would paste it into the settings.json. Okay, and after that, once it has done that, it would search for that page. It would take out the product title and product R price. Okay, and then it would display it over there. So that's what you can do. Again, these IDs and classes keep changing. Let's say I go to like amazon.com. Okay, I go to .com. This is the US site. Here I can again just search for laptop. Wait a minute, let me search for laptop. Let's see what do I end up getting. Okay, so here I get this laptop here. I can just click on this and I can just see what the price is and what is the class or the ID associated with it. So let's see. This has a class of title. It has an ID of title. It has this price block, sale price. Okay, so it differs. Okay, there are some differences definitely. So you need to be careful in what you want to get. Okay, this one has title as its price, as its name tag. If you want to use this, we can use this as well. So again, you just need to go to settings.json and we just need to replace this with this. Okay, and then we can just use, we just need to get rid of this actually. We will just get rid of this and then we will just go to our main.py. We'll change this to title itself. Change this to title, and after that we will change this to sale price. Okay, sale price right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what you will have to do, and you get that this has a ID of price block sale price. Okay, I hope you are able to see this. Let me just increase this. Right, this is a lot more visible, I think. Right, so now you can just see that this has an ID of price block sale price. Okay, that's how you would basically get this information. So yeah, that was just a quick introduction to web scraping. Make sure that you use like a email client to just email it to you. Use Beautiful Soup for it, and that's all you want to know about this thing. It's not too difficult. You can start to create something really interesting. I mean, there are websites that allow you to do that. Okay, so you can just say, if I just go to some Amazon price tracker. Okay, you can just launch some websites. You can take a look at them as well. Right, so this is an extension that you can start creating, and this extension basically loads up on every single page and it tracks the price, and it gives you a lot of information about it. Again, they're just using some web scraping techniques to do that. Now you can also use Scrapy. Okay, Scrapy or Scrapy, you want to call it. You can just go to Scrapy, PYPI, and you can study how this works. Scrapy will also allow you to do some web scraping, okay, using Python again, and you can just scroll through the websites. You can take a look at the data. You can extract some valuable information from the data, and that is how you can use this. Take a look at the documentation of Scrapy if you're interested. Again, let's just do this, and yeah, Scrapy. It says a fast and powerful scraping and web crawling framework. Okay, take a look at the documentation and see how this would work. You can do a lot of things. Again, you can just go to any blog, you can extract some information from that blog, or you can go to some proper website like apple.com or .in. You can get some information from that as well. The possibilities here are endless. It just depends on what you want to do with it. Okay, take a look at all of the first steps and the basic concepts available here. But that is it. Thank you all for joining. This was just a quick session just to talk about this and how this works. And yeah, thank you all, and I'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye. Also, one more thing to keep in mind is that if you want to access my free classes that are available on the platform of Unacademy, you can do that by just using the code ISHANYT10. Okay, just use the code ISHANYT10. Okay, ISHANYT10. That's what you want to use, and if you use that, you would be getting some 10% discount if you want to get the subscription of Creative Corner. If you want to learn programming, I have a lot of courses on web development and on Python as well, so that is going to be great for you. Okay, what are you telling? Take a look at the session from the beginning itself. I have explained how web scraping works. We have scraped the data of this laptop and we have taken out the information, the title as well as the price. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye.